Hello people, welcome back. Friday night garage night. Just a quick couple of shout outs first. One for Dave Jaguar 66. He's going through a bit of a bad time at the moment, so I don't know how he feels about that. My dad's gone through that himself. Not very nice, but he will get there. And also to Sean C as well. He's coming back on the scene after getting himself a new job and all that, so he's back on his feet, so that's good to see. And got some new panels arrived as well yesterday. The back panel for the behind the seats, that's arrived, and the new cross member as well behind the window. So I think that's probably all the panels I need, Johnny, for that so far. Oh, the roof.
Just the roof.
I've just went on the roof coming. That should be picked up yesterday from my brothers, so that should be here probably next week sometime as well. So the plan tonight is we're going to put that rear quarter panel on at the back on the driver's side, along with the inner wing, the same as what we've done last week really. And then once that's all in place, we can get that floor in its right position for the final time before we start bolting that together, before we start welding things in. So enjoy, sit back, relax, and we'll see you in a bit. Hello people, welcome back. That's just done for the night. That's that side done. You must be mucking about with that car for maybe a good half an hour, getting the angles right for that tub to match the other side, and the car is actually sitting at 1 degree, half a degree, sorry, off level. So you've been mucking about with it for fucking half an hour for the sake of a half a degree, but never mind. But we've got there anyway in the end. I'm definitely going to do something about those flanges in here. You know, I think we've discussed it the last time. I think Piper, Doug and Davey and all the rest of the boys decided to return the flanges on the other side. So that's definitely what we are going to do.
We can't do it with that cross member in place anyway, so we'll do it one before we do the final weld.
Yeah. Because we need to take the back cross member off to allow us to put that return flange the other way round. So and again on this side of these tubs, this is what you got to watch when you're buying pattern panels. You know what I mean? If they're not heritage panels, these are Magnum panels, and I'll let you see on this side. You can see that return flange here. Okay, now that is 25 mil. That's 25 mil of a flange on that, and we would be leveling it up on this edge, you know, like you thought you would do, wouldn't you? So that's what we've done. We lined up the wing with this edge of this flange here, and but there was a big gap between this edge here. It wasn't lined flush where I want it is just now. So if I take it around the other side, I can let you see. Right, Johnny, you want to come on this side here? Look at that fucking light off it. Can you see? Right, so you'll see that side there. It's about 18 mil. So there's a 7 mil of a difference. So that's what was throwing us off as well. So again, it's because it's a pattern panel. It's not an original panel, so you're going to get these things with pattern panels, especially with lots of wings and things like that. So just bearing that in mind when you are doing this sort of stuff. You know what I mean? I'm no expert on these things, you know, but it's just to bear in mind when you're putting these sort of panels together.
Just waste a lot of time, eh?
Yeah, you know, we spent a lot of time trying to, get it all level from this edge here, and obviously it's, you know, it was wrong because it was the flange was too big in the first place. So, but it was done now, and you know, it's in. So that's another big job we've done. You know what I mean? So we have got the back panel that's arrived as well, which I'll let you see. So that's a new panel now for the back. So that'll fit in the back end in there, and then there's a new cross member piece, you know, that fits along the back end here like that. So there's a bit there I'm not happy with, you can see, but these are all, according to Doreen, these actually, obviously, you know, they use machines and stuff like that, but it's one guy that makes this part, the floor, and along with that back panel. So, but again, you know, it's good stuff. You know, it's good quality stuff. I must admit, you know, because we can't get them, you know, from anywhere else. So, you know, you can only get what you can get. So, but no, I'm happy with that. You know, it's good quality stuff. So, but I must admit the back end's been, I think it's been the most difficult part of the whole build, to be honest with you. There's a lot of, I think because I haven't got any sort of good reference points to, you know, to work from, like I done with the front end and the bulkhead. I had reference points that I could work from, which made it a lot easier. but because of the back end, the only reference point I've really got is this panel here. You know, that's the only part I've got to work from. So yeah, it's more difficult than what I thought it would be. So I think next week, I think we're going to concentrate now on getting the floor joint here welded in now. What do you think? You know, if anybody thinks differently, you know, let me know before we start. Because, like I said, the wings are on, the tubs are in, so it just needs to be welded. Obviously, you know, along this part here, which needs to be done from the top anyway. You know, we can't do it from underneath because the flanges were turned inside the car. I don't think we can get in from that side. And obviously your cross member comes across here. So what we will do is, I think somebody else suggested it as well, I think last week or the week before, we'll put a piece of timber across this inside the car, so it's a good tight fit, just to keep the floor down, just so we can get it a couple of tacks in and stuff like that. Then we can take the subframe off if we want to, and do some holes on that cross member, and do it from underneath and try and get the car a wee bit higher, because I think we've got the up to a point now where we can, because the wings are on, they're clamped in, they're all screwed in. It's safely to say, you know, we can remove the subframe, put a couple of tacks on that cross member piece, or even a couple of screws through like I've done before with the rest of all the panels, and then take that cross member off and punch holes in it, you know, and then we can put a weld it through like that. We'll have a good think about it, you know, for next week, and see which is the best way forward. You know what I mean? Because again, with these bits for the lights as well, it's not going to be easy either, because they sit below this panel as well. You know, and I'm looking at the old ones, and it does go through the bottom half of the light. The floor goes through that part of the light as well. So yeah, it's not as easy as I thought it would be, this back end. I must admit, it's a lot of planning, a lot of thinking. That's the good thing about screwing everyone in place. You know what I mean? If you know, like I said before, you know, you get carried away, and before you know it, you made a friggin' arse of yourself, and you have to take it, you know, grind all the welds out and start all over again. So this way, at least, you know, we can take screws out, you know, re-drill holes and all that, you know, that sort of stuff. We can, you know, sort of take it from there, you know. So that's where we are just now. So I hope what you've enjoyed what you've seen tonight. You know, has been a bit boring, I must admit. You know, doing these roll tubs, it's not been exciting as I thought it would be, but you know, again, it's another step forward. That's the way I look at it. You know, at the end of the day, they're in, you know, for now, and we can start on the rest next week on the floor, because it definitely needs to be fitted now. You know what I mean? You know, everything's all in place. We're happy with it. You know, it's in its position. So the next stage is just to say, right, you know, make that call, and then we'll start welding that floor in, because I really wanted to get it up higher and see if I can definitely weld that rear cross member from underneath, because I don't fancy welding holes all the way through that. Like I said, that piece there will have to be done from there, because we can't get in.
Even I'm not skinny enough to get in there.
No, you know, yes, exactly. You know, I'm skinny, my son's skinny, and there's no way I can get in that bloody wee hole in there. You know what I mean? But no, like I said, you know, I'm happy what's been going on tonight, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Like I said, another step forward, and take care, and then we'll see you again next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.